What if a single act of kindness could ripple to 125 people? Every time you smile, hold the door open for someone, let someone in front of you, perhaps in the grocery line. What if that single act of kindness rippled and reverberated through people, families, communities, organizations, and you had no idea? Well, according to Dr. David Hamilton, who is a kindness expert and scientist, in his new book, right, The Joy of Actually Giving, yep, he cites scientific evidence to this exact fact, that every time you do something nice, not only does it ripple out to as many as 125 people, but that energy of kindness that you give out feeds your soul the same way it is feeding whoever it is you've directed this kindness toward. He has another story in the book that I found so impactful. He talks about his family learning about a devastating diagnosis for his dad. He has a horrible, aggressive form of cancer. Now, David was on his way to take his dad to a cancer treatment. And his dad, who was obviously anxious about his condition, always wanted to get to the treatment center at least 30 minutes early. So David recounts going in the car, driving to his dad's house. He's obviously upset about the diagnosis. He's worried about his dad. He wants to get there on time because he doesn't want his dad to worry about, them being late. And because he was so absorbed, he almost caused an accident. He talks about looking up, looking at the other driver, and realizing that the other driver simply smiled, waved, and said, "You go on." Now, you and I have all been in traffic, and we know that is not the way people typically react when you're in a confrontation. The kindness that this other driver showed toward David when he was feeling so vulnerable, he was so overwhelmed with gratitude that he actually describes starting to cry. It was so impactful to him. And what I wanted to show was that this act of kindness that was now several years ago not only affected David Hamilton the way that he then was able to go and get his dad, take his dad to the treatment center, the way that he interacted with everyone at the center, the way that that kindness then reverberated throughout, right? All those scenarios. But now thousands of people will read about this anonymous act of kindness, and they'll be positively impacted. Each one of us has the power to spread love, compassion, and kindness so much further than we can even imagine. What are you going to do today? How will you spread kindness and joy and love and compassion?